So, welcome to 1990. My name is Amanda O'Shea from the Serendipity Experience, and I have with me a very special young guest today. Her name is Ava Ventrella. She is in Moorestown in New Jersey. Have I got that right, Ava?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have known Ava since she was a baby in her mummy's tummy. She's very precious to me. In fact, I was the baby massage practitioner for Ava
And babysitter.
and babysitter when you were little. So we had some really lovely times, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Ava used to live here in Pavia in Spain, where I live. And then her family have moved back to or gone to America. And Ava, you're 9 years old, is that right?
No, I'm 10.
You're 10 already. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Where did
My
that
birthday
happen?
in August.
Oh, gosh. Gosh, I remember last time we had a conversation, you were 9. So you're 10, you're double figures. That's amazing. And I am really happy that you are one of my 90 in 90 because these are conversations with people from all over the world who I see are doing good stuff out there in the world. People that are, I've got fond memories of people that have been a part of my life, and you are one of them. And I am super impressed with
Thank you.
this website that you've created, only 10 years old, called Avas Arch. And do you want to tell me a bit in your words, sort of what it's about,
Yeah.
what it is?
Okay. So it started off because my brother had all these people coming to the house and people to help him. But then I realized when I needed help with other things that there was nobody like there for the siblings. So we created the website, and like every week I do a blog about like the things that happened that week. Like once I went to Hamilton. It was really, really, really good play. And we wrote a blog about that. And every week we do something new. Like I don't like to like copy the things that you do the week before. And like we did some research with like some of my friends, and they have like really bad anxiety and stress and like stomach aches and headaches. So we wrote like one or two blogs on that, and like it's just there to like help the siblings. And at one point we would like to get like a place to have meetings and do like community work and like talk about things, but we're not there yet.
Oh, God bless you. So your brother, because it's a website set up. So I know Luca very, very well, and it's a website for people, for the siblings, the brothers and sisters of people who have like special needs.
Yes.
Is that right?
It could be any type of special needs. It could be autism, it could be Asperger's, it could be what my brother has, which is Soto syndrome. It could be like anything.
Yeah. ADHD. And so you had all these therapists coming around the house, and I
And we
know.
still do. They all come to the house like almost every day. And like when I needed help with something, my parents are like always attention on me as well as my brother. But like my brother takes up the energy, but I still get attention.
I know you do. I know you do, sweetheart. But isn't that interesting that you kind of came up with this idea, like, or that, as a family, you came up with this idea that, when there is like a special needs child in the house, that, like, how could that affect the other siblings, and this space for people to kind of talk about it or be a support group for each other. So I think that's really cool. I'm also really interested that you've chosen to write about things at age 10, like anxiety and stress. And so where did that conversation come from?
So like the stress from like even the stress from studying from tests, or just like the stress of being at home and having to do something you don't want to do. Anything can like cause you in stress and anxiety, but then that also we did some research and that leads up to headaches and stomach aches, which all my friends were complaining of.
Oh,
And
really? So
so we researched that, and my friend knows about like Avas Arch, so she reads the blogs when we post them, and like we try to incorporate her sometimes because she has stomach aches and headaches and stress and anxiety. So we don't put her name though. Yeah.
Like, so it's so funny because I know that I just mentioned to you that I'm doing this IHEART training, and that is to speak to people, especially sort of children and early teenagers between really the age at the moment of doing a training between the age of 11 and 18, so that children and teenagers really get to understand where stress and anxiety really comes from, like how it's really created.
Yeah, so I just I just looked at the website a little bit earlier, and I was like watching the videos and looking at it. I thought it was really cool.
Oh, on the iHeart.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, you did. Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
You're like a little researcher, huh? I love it. Oh, and so when you listen then to some of the children, did you like play some of the videos with the children talking?
I played one video and then I just looked at like all the different tabs on it and like just looked at the website.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there. Was it easy? Did you find it quite easy to have a little look at? But what I love about on there is when children, and they're not children, they're teenagers really, get to understand how their thinking works, and they get to see how strong and resilient they are inside, no matter what their situation, no matter whether, for example, they've got things going on at home, or there's things going on in the family or anything like that. They get to see that they're okay, right? Like they've got everything they need inside of them, just like you do, to be okay. And so I think part of you knows that, right? Part of you knows that, because I know Mummy and Daddy love you. They really love you a lot.
So I think the things that like kids and teenagers don't understand is that like people, they think that something else can give them confidence even though they had confidence already.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people think that they need to like take drugs or do alcohol to give themselves like confidence and like draw out the pain, but really you don't need to because you have it inside of yourself.
Well, check you out, huh?
That's
Avas Arch.
That's what explained on IHEART more about it.
Yeah.
Avas Arch is more about like helping and supporting and talking about the problems. And I think the difference between them is IHEART is trying to like get people hooked off of drugs and tell them how like you have self-confidence and you don't need alcohol and like other bad things to like make you happier.
Yeah, it's so true, Ava. Like happiness comes from inside of us, and it's always there. It's all you.
My mom taught me about like natural highs, and like whenever I go on stage and perform and do plays, that's what I feel, so that's what I do.
Wow, yeah, because that's right. You've been acting, and you were doing a bit of modeling, and you were out there, weren't you? And there's something, I don't know what you call it, but when
natural high, like a natural high.
I get like butterflies in my stomach, and I think what some people call like nerves, I call excitement bubbles.
Yeah, like butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah, and that is a good feeling, and you know what, your mum's right. That is, all of that stuff's available to us. All of that stuff is natural, and it's inside of us, and sometimes we don't always feel so good, but that's normally because we've got a lot of crazy thinking going on at that time.
That's my friend's natural high is like doing pottery or art. So she does a lot of art classes and she enjoys sports.
Yeah.
I enjoy like tennis and theater.
Oh, cool. Well, I can just imagine you up on that stage, hey? Yeah. What's your most favorite thing that you've been like in any theatre work you've done? What's the best role that you've played?
I've done like West End theater, like a West End stage in London, and I think I really liked like I really like the experience of it because it's like really working hard. It's only a week to pull together like almost an hour performance, but it's just so fun because like you get to be with your friends all week, and I
Cool.
stay at my aunt's house, and I just think it's really fun to like do it. And then I really like singing the songs on stage. I like a lot of people don't like the pressure of doing that, but I do.
You do, yeah. Me too. I'm a bit of a performer. I'm a bit of I love it being out there, but yeah, not everybody does, right? Like, it's funny, isn't it? Like some of us like certain things and other people like doing other things. So something that might be really easy for somebody else is not so easy for me, you know?
Not like I'm good at dancing, but my friend is really good at dancing, but I'm better at acting than she is at acting.
Right. So yeah, we're all different. Some of us are naturally good at one thing and naturally good at another. And wow, that's great. So do you think that these kind of things, I suppose in a similar way, we're all doing like what I'm trying to do now, which is
Yeah.
share a message, is similar to what you're doing, which is reaching out and sort of sharing a message that that everything's okay, and we're here to help each other and support each other, and what is it, these ideas. I'm really interested to know when you decide to do a blog, or that's what you call it, a blog or a post.
Yeah.
Where does that idea come from?
So it's usually if like I did something like my brother was swimming against a couple people and he won, I'll write about that and then I'll add like a message behind it. It usually tends to be about 2 or 3 paragraphs.
Right.
Like each blog, they're not like pages and pages. It's only like 1 page.
Right. Yes. Yeah, short and sweet, huh?
Because
Yeah.
if you do it too long, then I already know this because I'm very impatient. Kids have very short attention spans.
Right.
Like after they read 2 paragraphs, they're like, I'm done with this.
So, that's a really good inspiration for me, because when I was doing these videos, the idea was I'm going to keep them really short and sweet, like
Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes or something. And then we'd start talking with people, and it's such a great conversation that I didn't want to stop. But you are absolutely right that sometimes less is more, and people just
Yeah.
get the point. So, with that in mind, shall we say cheerio to everybody?
Sure.
We'll keep it really nice and sweet. Or did you have any message that you wanted to say to anybody that might be watching this? Is there anything that you wanted to?
Well, I think I kind of covered it, but if there is anybody like that needs help with like drugs or alcohol, they should go to iHeart and just like research it and look at it and understand it. If there's any siblings that need help, to like go onto Avas Arch and like look, like my Gmail's attached to it, so they could always text and ask to like meet somewhere or just talk over the phone or something, or FaceTime, because some people might be in another like country that don't have like, if we ever do get to like having everybody in like one room and do stuff, if they couldn't make it, then it would be available to like Gmail and talk over phone or FaceTime.
Oh, wow, that's so lovely and wonderful. Maybe you could do something like this, a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're saying. You're there. If anybody's struggling and they've got a sibling who's got special needs and they're feeling like they might need to talk about that you're there.
And so is iHeart. If like anybody needs that, then they can go to the website, and you don't even have to like contact me or them, because they can just look through it, and sometimes looking through it understands more than talking to them.
I think you're absolutely right, actually. Sometimes it's just bringing the awareness to people, is just that even makes them feel better. But I'm so happy that you came on this call, and I'm so happy that you looked at the iHeart
Thank you.
after I was shared with you what I was doing, and that it's resonated with you. So I wish you the best of luck, Ava.
Thank you.
Yeah, and keep going, and I look forward to following what you're up to, because something tells me that you're going to go places, Mrs. I think life's got big plans for you. Yeah, big plans for you. Okay, lots of love. Mwah. Okay,
Bye.
thank you, Ava and Ava's Arch, and anybody who's watching this. This is the 1990 series, 90 powerful little conversations with 90 fabulous people over 90 days. Lots of love to all. Bye, 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 bye.